Welcome to Lives of the Eminent, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating stories of individuals who have left an indelible mark on human history. I am your host, Plutarch, and today we embark on a journey to explore the life of Heath Ledger, a talented actor whose tragic fate has become an enduring part of his legend. Heath Ledger was born on April 4, 1979, in the picturesque suburbs of Perth, Western Australia, a city surrounded by rolling hills, pristine beaches, and a vibrant cultural scene. His parents, Kim and Sally Ledger, were a loving couple who nurtured their son's creative talents from an early age. Kim, a racing engineer and mechanic, and Sally, a French teacher, exposed Heath to a wide range of cultural experiences that would later shape his artistic expression. The Ledger family resided in a cozy home in the suburb of Gooseberry Hill, surrounded by rolling hills and bushland. This idyllic setting provided a tranquil backdrop for Heath's childhood, where he spent hours exploring the outdoors, developing a deep connection with nature that would later influence his acting choices. His parents encouraged his curiosity, supporting his early interest in acting and providing him with opportunities to participate in school plays and local theater productions. As Heath entered his teenage years, he became increasingly fascinated with the world of film and television. He spent hours watching classic movies, studying the work of his favorite actors, from Marlon Brando to Daniel Day-Lewis. His parents recognized his passion and encouraged him to pursue his dreams, supporting him as he began to take acting classes and audition for local theater productions. One significant influence on Heath's early life was his grandfather, Frank Ledger, a passionate storyteller and historian. Frank would regale young Heath with tales of Australian history and mythology, sparking his imagination and encouraging him to explore the world of storytelling. These conversations had a profound impact on Heath's future work, as he often drew upon these stories and themes in his acting roles. The historical context of Heath's early years was marked by a growing interest in the arts and Australian culture. The 1980s saw a rise in popularity of Australian cinema, with films like Gallipoli and Breaker Morant gaining international recognition. This cultural landscape encouraged creativity and innovation, paving the way for Heath's future success. His parents' encouragement, his sister Kate's influence, and his teacher's guidance all contributed to his development as an actor and artist. The historical context of his early years, marked by a growing interest in the arts and Australian culture, provided him with opportunities to explore his creative talents. With his passion for acting ignited, his creativity nurtured, and his character shaped by the people and events around him, Heath Ledger was ready to embark on a journey that would take him from the shores of Western Australia to the pinnacle of Hollywood. As Heath entered the world of professional acting, he began to make a name for himself in Australian television and film. One of his earliest notable roles was in the 1992 television series Ship to Shore, where he played the part of a young sailor. This experience not only honed his acting skills, but also deepened his understanding of storytelling and character development. Heath's dedication to his craft was evident even at this early stage, as he spent hours rehearsing and perfecting his performances. In 1997, Heath moved to Sydney to pursue more substantial roles in film and television. It was during this period that he landed a part in the Australian series Home and Away, which further increased his visibility in the industry. His portrayal of Scott Irwin, a young man from a troubled background, showcased his ability to convey complex emotions and depth, characteristics that would become hallmarks of his future performances. Heath's breakthrough role came in 1999 with the film 10 Things I Hate About You, a modern retelling of Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew, set in an American high school. His performance as Patrick Verona, a charming and rebellious teenager, earned him widespread recognition and critical acclaim. This film not only launched his international career, but also demonstrated his versatility as an actor, capable of navigating both comedic and dramatic roles with ease. The early 2000s saw Heath take on more challenging and diverse roles, including his portrayal of Sonny Grotowski in Monsters Ball, 2001, alongside Billy Bob Thornton and Halle Berry. This film marked a significant turning point in his career, as it showcased his ability to portray complex, nuanced characters and tackle mature themes. Heath's preparation for the role involved extensive research into the character's background and motivations, demonstrating his commitment to authenticity and depth in his performances. As Heath navigated the complexities of his characters, he often drew upon his own life experiences and observations. For instance, during the filming of Ned Kelly, 2003, where he played the title role of the Australian outlaw, Heath spent considerable time researching the historical context and societal conditions that shaped Kelly's actions. This attention to detail and willingness to immerse himself in the character's world contributed significantly to the film's success and his growing reputation as a dedicated and versatile actor. Heath's personal growth during this period was also marked by significant relationships and friendships. His connection with actress Michelle Williams, whom he met on the set of Brokeback Mountain, 2005, had a profound impact on both his personal and professional life. The experience of portraying Ennis Del Mar, a ranch hand struggling with his sexual identity in rural Wyoming, was deeply affecting for Heath, who threw himself into the role with characteristic intensity. As he once reflected, "The most important thing in acting is honesty. If you can pretend to be a character, then you're not being honest, you're just pretending." This commitment to honesty and authenticity in his performances resonated deeply with audiences and critics alike. Heath's work on Brokeback Mountain not only showcased his remarkable talent, but also highlighted the thematic complexity and emotional depth he brought to his roles. The film's critical success and the accolades Heath received for his performance, including an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor, cemented his position as one of the most promising and accomplished actors of his generation. In 2006, Heath began working on I'm Not There, a biographical film about Bob Dylan, where he played one of the 6 characters representing different aspects of Dylan's life. This experience allowed him to explore new depths as an actor and to experiment with different personas, further showcasing his versatility. The film premiered at the Venice Film Festival in 2007 and received critical acclaim for its innovative storytelling and the performances of its ensemble cast. Heath's personal life during this period was also undergoing significant changes. His relationship with Michelle Williams had ended, and he found himself navigating the challenges of co-parenting their daughter Matilda. Despite these personal struggles, Heath remained deeply committed to his craft, using his experiences as a source of inspiration for his work. In 2007, Heath was cast as the Joker in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight, a role that would prove to be both his most iconic and his final performance. The preparation for this role was intense, with Heath immersing himself completely in the character's psyche. He kept a diary to explore the Joker's thoughts and feelings, and he worked closely with Nolan to develop the character's mannerisms and behavior. The filming of The Dark Knight took place in 2007, with Heath throwing himself into the role with characteristic intensity. His performance as the Joker was mesmerizing, bringing a level of depth and complexity to the character that had never been seen before. The film's release in 2008 was met with widespread critical acclaim, with Heath's performance being hailed as one of the greatest villainous roles in cinematic history. Tragically, Heath's life was cut short on January 22, 2008, when he passed away at the age of 28 due to an accidental overdose of prescription medications. His death shocked the film industry and his fans, who were still reeling from the impact of his incredible performance as the Joker. In the aftermath of his death, Heath's legacy continued to grow, with The Dark Knight becoming one of the highest-grossing films of all time. As his friend and colleague Christian Bale once said, "Heath was a true artist, and his passion for his work was inspiring to everyone around him. His legacy continues to inspire actors and filmmakers today, and his iconic performance as the Joker remains one of the most memorable and haunting in film history." In the words of Heath himself, acting is about being truthful, and it's about being vulnerable, and it's about being brave. Throughout his career, Heath embodied these qualities, leaving behind a body of work that will continue to captivate audiences for generations to come. That's all for today's biography with Plutarch. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that understanding the lives of remarkable individuals helps us better understand ourselves.